Right now at 6, Olympians from all over the world gear up for the Westby ski jump competition.
And a new EV charging station brings hopes for a better economy in Chippewa Falls.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Holman police have arrested a man accused of shooting a gun inside an apartment building. Police say they got a call about a possible gunshot at 8:30 this morning at Grasslands Apartments. They found the suspect pulling into the Holman High School parking lot and arrested him. Now, the suspect is 47-year-old Jeremy Lee Bobo. Police believe he fired a gun inside a second-floor apartment, and the bullet went through an empty third-floor unit. No one was injured. Police say Bobo was also driving a stolen car. He faces 5 police charges, including recklessly endangering safety.
A Lafarge man is behind bars after confronting police during a forced cleanup of his property. Police say 51-year-old Jacob Sell threatened officers at his State Street home yesterday. The court-ordered sweep came after years of failed attempts to get Sell to clean up his property. Sell is now facing charges of resisting arrest, making threats, and bail jumping.
A La Crosse Disability Services group is taking action against proposals to cut Medicaid. House Republicans are considering a plan that would reduce Medicaid spending by $2.3 trillion over the next decade. This morning, participants at Aptiv wrote to legislators. They say cuts would threaten services they rely on, everything from prescriptions to employment support.
We cannot lose services. We cannot lose Medicaid because I am very medically compromised. I cannot work because of disability and health. I rely on this for my life.
That gathering wrapped up this morning at Aptiv's South Avenue location in La Crosse.
Vernon County fire officials are urging residents to avoid outdoor burning. They say despite the winter season, 8 brush fires have already sparked this month. The DNR lists the county at moderate fire danger due to limited snowfall and dry conditions. Residents who must burn should contact the Sheriff's Dispatch Center before and after. That number is on the screen. This 102nd annual Snowflake Ski Jumping Tournament will kick off soon.
It will, and our own Grace Monk joins us live in Westby tonight with a look at the festivities. How's it going, Grace?
It's going great out here. The gates are open and skiers will soon take flight here in Westby. Skiers from across the globe will take on the 118-meter jump this weekend. Athletes will reach speeds of over 50 miles per hour as they compete to win a cash prize. One organizer says the ski club worked around the clock to get the event ready.
A lot of work because this is our second year that we did a junior jump the same as our big. So our hill crew actually has to get 5 hills ready. So that's a lot of work because the big hill alone is 2 weeks of snowmaking, 24 hours a day.
Tomorrow, the junior competition will take place, followed by award ceremonies. Right now, skiers are still warming up and getting ready for the competition, which officially starts at 7. In Westby, Grace Monk, News 8 Now. Ken and Emily.
How fun does that look? Looks like an exciting time. And good news, we do have some snow and winter-like weather coming our way to make it even more special.
Yeah, because some of that video, we got brown grass all around the ski jump.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like the best conditions, but thankfully it has been cold enough out there where snowmaking conditions have been very nice. But hopefully we can get some natural snow out there. We do have a slight chance tomorrow, although not everybody is looking to see flakes the entire time. Here's a look outside right now. Starting to cool off. Eau Claire already getting to freezing. Will continue to cool tonight, but those overnight lows are still staying very mild for January. Here's those highs today. Got up to 50 degrees in La Crosse. Not a record like we saw yesterday, but still very warm out there as far as January goes. Here's that departure from average again, staying at least 20 to 25 degrees above average. We're going to continue to see that warmth throughout this weekend. Going to be a tad bit cooler tomorrow, but we'll definitely be near record highs again as we go into Sunday. Here's what the rest of the evening's looking like. We had those breezy conditions pick up this afternoon, but those are really going to start to die down over the next few hours. Already seeing those winds calming. They will pick up though again as we go into tomorrow ahead of a system coming out of the west. We're also going to see some clouds starting to increase ahead of that system as well. That could be bringing some snow to some areas, could be bringing some rain, could be bringing some sleet, could be bringing a lot of really fun stuff. So I'll be able to break it all down coming up in a little bit.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole.
Well, those mild temps have affected some outdoor winter activities. Polk Park has some disappointing news for ice skaters. As of yesterday, the ice skating rink is officially closed for the season. It's due to the unsuitable rink conditions and unseasonable high temperatures.
Yeah, only lasted a couple of weeks. Well, a new EV charging station at a Quick Trip in Chippewa Falls. This one at the Chippewa Crossing Boulevard location. This is the state's first federally funded EV charging station, and Governor Evers visited the site today. He says these stations will help improve the economy.
People coming through this state, either driving through or stopping here. Tourism industry is a huge part of our economy in the state, and having these stations will bring more people into the state of Wisconsin.
So Wisconsin is getting $78 million in federal money for EV infrastructure projects. The first 53 projects will cost about $23 million, and 24 of those projects will be at Quick Trip locations.
Sun Country Airlines is now offering seasonal flights for Eau Claire area snowbirds. Starting today through April 7th, Sun Country will offer weekly service out of the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport to Fort Myers, Florida. You can book now through Sun Country's website.
The Holman Library brought people of all ages together today with a classic beverage. They put together a free hot chocolate bar this afternoon to celebrate National Hot Chocolate Day. Attendees added some customizable toppings, designed their own bookmarks, and learned some fun facts about chocolate. One organizer says this is a great way to show what the library can offer people once they step inside.
Just a great opportunity to meet people and just enjoy being together. And usually the people that come to the library are very friendly, and so it's nice just a chance to chat.
This is the second year the library has hosted this event.
Coming up, recovery efforts continue after a deadly mid-air collision Wednesday night.
What investigators are saying about the crash after this.
Winter is here.
And with winter weather come accidents and mishaps. Whether you're on your way to work, walking the dog, or out on the trail, accidents can happen.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we help you get the settlement you deserve to put your life back on track.
It's time to power up at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the comfort that power brings to your new recliner, sofa, or sectional. All on sale now. And if it's powered up, there's even special financing and free delivery. Upgrade your reclining experience with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar. All at the push of a button from top manufacturers like FlexSteel, La-Z-Boy, and Stressless. Sale prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Your job title shouldn't define you, but in the job I'm running for, it should. I'm Brad Schimmel, and justice is my life's work. Helping Wisconsin's most vulnerable, stopping elder abuse, taking on human traffickers, putting pedophiles behind bars, and leading the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative, clearing 4,000 backlogged tests so survivors could finally get justice. For me, it's not a title. It's my mission statement.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like select dog treats, just $9.99. Get a free $15 gift card when you buy select Blue Buffalo dog food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
When you're dealing with your own insurance company, you may think that they're on your side, but the truth is, they're not. They're only concerned about their bottom line. That's why you need to hire Bygoff and Rohde. We get results.
Well, recovery efforts are still underway after Wednesday night's disastrous mid-air collision.
CBS's Erica Brown is at Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia, with more on the crash investigation and response from victims' families.
Recovery teams are still at work trying to retrieve bodies and wreckage from the icy Potomac River.
We expect to recover all of the bodies. We're going to have to work with the salvage company to do some of that work.
Nearly 50 investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are looking into the devastating collision of American Airlines Flight 5342 and a Black Hawk helicopter. Investigators recovered the plane's black boxes, which they hope contain a record of crucial flight details.
give us a lot of data points. They can tell us about communications that we may not know about.
Preliminary flight data indicates at the time of the crash, both aircraft appear to have been flying at about 400 feet. Military helicopters are supposed to stay below 200 feet. CBS News has learned 2 air traffic controllers were each doing multiple jobs at the time. Former acting FAA Administrator Billy Nolan.
They are well qualified and they are able to multitask. By that I mean you could be handling, even singular controllers are handling multiple flights at any busy airports.
The NTSB will look at staffing along with mechanics, environment, and other factors in their investigation. They have warned against speculation which could be harmful to the probe and to victims' families.
I couldn't have asked for a better son.
29-year-old helicopter crew chief Ryan O'Hara survived a tour in Afghanistan, but was sadly among the victims of Wednesday's deadly collision. His father, in a TV exclusive with CBS, says Ryan loved his job.
They would often do night missions in D.C. He loved it, and most of the guys that he flew with loved it, and he loved his flight crew.
The 67 victims of this tragedy include members of the U.S. figure skating community, many of them young people. Erica Brown, CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.
In the wake of the collision, President Trump has taken aim at the previous administration's diversity efforts in the hiring of air traffic controllers. The president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association tells CBS News all air traffic controllers have to undergo a rigorous years-long process before they can be certified. It includes an IQ test, medical screening, academy training, and simulator training.
You can hire 50,000 people, but 2 to 3 years from now will be the first time that you ever see one of those controllers actually make it to being able to talk to aircraft on their own, and that's less than 2% out of 50,000 that would make it through.
The Federal Aviation Administration said in September that the agency had more than 14,000 air traffic controllers, but the head of the Air Traffic Controllers Union tells CBS News there is still a serious shortage, with only 10,800 doing the job.
The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge heated up again in the final month of 2024. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index rose 2.6% year over year in December. That's up from November's 2.4%. The increase, which was in line with economists' expectations, was driven largely by rising energy and food prices. However, a closely watched measurement of underlying inflation trends indicated some progress in the fight to rein in price hikes. The core PCE price index excludes the more volatile components of gas and food. It hit expectations with the annual rate of underlying inflation holding at 2.8% for the 3rd month in a row.
Still to come, a major pet food recall.
The FDA is warning pet owners about potential contamination.
And if you have travel plans tomorrow, you're going to want to stay tuned for the full forecast. We could have some sleet and snow on the roads as you go out throughout your Saturday commute. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Join News 8 Now for the 102nd Annual Westby Ski Jump, January 31st and February 1st. Athletes from all over the world compete at speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour on the Olympic-sized ski hill. Visit snowflakeskiclub.com to buy a button today.
Taco John's just married a taco with a quesadilla. Well, they're more like grilled all-white meat chicken and creamy fiesta sauce with melty, cheesy benefits. But OM-Cheese, they're good together. The new OM-Cheese Quesadilla Taco at Taco John's.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where Great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Wisconsin winters are no joke. Just ask Barry the Bear. Every year he hibernates to escape the cold, but hibernating on an old lumpy mattress? It's unbearable. So Barry came to King's Furniture because right now you can trade in your old mattress for $100 towards a new one. Get this closeout therapeutic mattress and box spring for just $4.99 when you trade in your old mattress.
Well, now that's hibernation heaven.
Survive the winter and make your den a little comfier at King Furniture.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Nearly 6,000 pounds of Blue Ridge beef pet food has been recalled due to salmonella contamination. According to the FDA, the recall is for its 2-pound log natural mix. That pet food, distributed between January 3rd to the 24th, it was sold in multiple states, and the food should not be given to pets. Instead, return the product to the store for a refund or throw it away.
A national recall is in effect for 4-ounce refillable medicine bottles from Cabinet Health. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reports repeated use can cause the plastic lid to not secure tightly, posing a potential poisoning risk for children. More than 65,000 bottles are affected. Consumers are advised to contact Cabinet Health for replacement lids. No injuries or accidents have been reported.
It was a mild month of January that we are now saying farewell to today.
Now we're saying farewell to it today. It was beautiful today, though. I did say a nice gracious hello to the sun today and the good temps. But some snow on the way?
Some snow is potentially on the way, Nicole.
Yes, some snow is potentially on the way. That's the word that we're going to use. It's a little bit of a mixed bag coming up as we have some weird temperature trends going tomorrow. Now, we're still looking to stay above average, but many of locations are going to be near freezing, which causes some issues when we're predicting precipitation type. So here we are right now, or at least going into tonight, still fairly mild as far as January overnight lows go, staying in the mid-20s. And then tomorrow, many of our highs south of I-94 are going to be just a few degrees above freezing. So the majority of the day will be at or below freezing, but there will be a small period towards the end of the day where we'll get just above that freezing level, which could cause for some slushier travel conditions. Areas north of I-94 staying below freezing for the entire day. So here's what we know about this upcoming system coming through out of the west. As I said, areas north of I-94 staying below freezing the entire period, which then means that we're expecting only snow to be falling for those locations. That main batch of snow is looking to come in the late morning hours and lasting into the early evening hours. Now, there are still some questions on other portions of our area and of timing. As we said earlier, precipitation type south of I-94 could be a little bit trickier as those temperatures are going to be going up and down below and above freezing throughout the day. We could have some freezing rain possible later in the evening hours when those temperatures are staying right steady at freezing, and then we could have a second round of precipitation coming later in the night. So a lot going on. Let's take a look at Sky Tracker and make it all make sense. As you wake up in the morning tomorrow, you're going to see some cloud coverage starting to increase ahead of the system. Then we'll start to see most of the area starting off as very light snow in the late morning hours, but as we get later into the afternoon, that's when temperatures south of I-94 could be edging near freezing, possibly getting above it later in the afternoon as well. So that's where we see that chance for mixed wintry precipitation. Then we get a short little break, and then a second round starts to develop later in the evening at 9 p.m. Whether or not this stays in our area or it forms a little bit more to the east is where the question is lying, but this could cause for some slick roadways, especially because those temperatures across the area are going to be right near freezing. So we could see some freezing rain or at least some slick spots starting to ramp up. Here's the overall forecast for snowfall. Really not looking at too much overall. Those areas north of I-94 where snow will be falling the entire time, only looking to see around 1 to 2 inches. It's going to be gusty out there as well, so that could make some impacts on your travel if you have any plans for the weekend, especially going into the afternoon when a lot of that snow starts to fall. We're seeing wind gusts around 30 to 35 miles an hour, and they're not really tapering off into the evening either. Still seeing wind gusts around 25 to 30 miles an hour as we go into the evening time. So if you have any travel plans, I definitely wouldn't cancel them, but it is going to be a little bit of a headache, especially heading to the west where that snow will be starting earlier in the day. So make sure you have your way to get your weather updates tomorrow. Not the best travel conditions, but we've dealt with worse in this part of the country. It's not the worst. We just haven't really seen snow in a while, so definitely dust off the dust because
Dust off the dust.
we haven't seen it a bit.
We're looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, the backstop is back. The Brewers and their coveted catcher agree to a deal. Plus, the Friday night frenzy is approaching. Previews from some of the important games in the viewing area on the way. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Everybody likes something for nothing. Now at Home Furniture, when you spend $4.99 or more for something, like this dining set, you'll pay nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and pay nothing for shipping. Shop your favorite furniture and mattresses and get them with nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping. Now that's something. The Something for Nothing sale ends Wednesday at Home Furniture.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
Susan Crawford. She's the prosecutor who locked up violent criminals, the judge who's kept them off the street, and the leader who fought for abortion rights. On the Supreme Court, she'll look at the facts and uphold the law. Fair, impartial, common sense. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
For me, being a judge is really pretty simple. There's right and there's wrong, and I'll always do the right thing for Wisconsin.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
It's hard to believe we're almost already in February. It'll be playoffs before you know it. And tonight, marking another big slate of games, and we'll have you covered during the Friday Night Frenzy later at 10. Some of the big games on tap tonight include the Holman girls at West Salem. Panthers are ranked 9th in Division II, and the Vikings are hoping to bounce back after a loss to Aquinas back on Tuesday. Up north, big one in the Dairyland Conference crossover. The Alma Center Lincoln Hornets looking to hand Osseo Fairchild just their second loss of the season. And down south, the top two teams in the Ridge and Valley, Seneca and North Crawford, will do battle from Soldiers Grove. Highlights and scores later at 10. Well, news out of the NBA, Damian Lillard and Anthony Edwards were selected as reserves for the 2025 All-Star Game. For Lillard, it's his second consecutive All-Star Game nod and the 9th of his career. Dame is averaging a tad over 25 points per game and is top 10 in assists per game at 7.3. For Edwards, it's his third straight All-Star Game appearance, becoming only the second player in franchise history to be named to 3 or more straight. He leads the T-Wolves in points per game at 26.4, while averaging almost 6 boards as well. The game is set for Sunday, February 16th. All these 40 and 50 degree temperatures has it almost feeling like baseball weather. And some news involving the Brewers today. The organization and catcher William Contreras have avoided arbitration. He signed a 1-year deal with a club option for 2026. The amount is not yet known. Last season with the Crew, he knocked out 23 home runs, drove in 92, and led the team with 167 hits while playing in 155 games. All right, now it's time to announce the winner of the News 8 Play of the Week, and it is Trayvon Thompson of La Crosse Central for his 635-pound squat last weekend at a high school powerlifting competition in Holmen. Thompson logged over 1,000 pounds altogether between bench, deadlift, and squat, the highest total of the event. How about it, guys? Worthy winner.
Owie!
Some great solidarity as well in the voting. It was shared by Holmen's powerlifting team as well.
Oh, very nice.
So very cool to see the community come together and try to get a win for one of their own, right?
Yeah, that was impressive.
Very good plays this week. So hopefully some more tonight.
And I was looking at William Contreras. He only made $760,000 last year. If they met in the middle of arbitration, he could be making $6 million this year.
Oh man, it's well deserved.
It's a nice payday.
It is a nice payday.
Agreed, but great player. Looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. As well as good to see the Bucks getting some recognition in the play. In
a lot of good
All-Star
stuff.
Game.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. We all saw him live. We went to the game. So
That's
yeah,
right.
That was fun.
Heck of a ball player.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, Jacob.
All right, Nicole has one final look at your forecast right after this.
This President's Day, feel the freedom to style your space with modular sectionals starting at $699.98 now at Ashley. Plus, pay over time with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop in-store or online. Only at Ashley.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy?
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
Jason's been with us long enough now to see changes in Michael's abilities. He can analyze them and tailor his recommendations because he has almost as much knowledge of Michael's health as Michael's doctors do. I think that's huge. That is the single biggest factor for me. And that kind of client relationship is invaluable, especially when you're facing the challenges that we are.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
It's the Ashley President's Day sale going on now. Feel the freedom to get your best rest ever with up to $200 off adjustable bases. Plus, you can snooze now, pay later with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop more deals in-store and online. Only at Ashley.
Well, the drive in the morning won't be too bad locally, but definitely going to start seeing some slick roads as we get later into the day. So take that into account if you have any travel plans. Otherwise, another near record day coming up for Sunday, and then cooling back down to average. 30s are back, unfortunately or fortunately. Getting some more snow.
Yeah.
It
We'll
should
see.
still feel like winter.
It'll be a more conventional start to February.
Exactly, yeah. All right, thank you for joining us at 6.
Hope to see you at 10 for the Frenzy.